We could be everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be everything that we want.
Hello, I am so glad that you're here. Let's jump right into talking about how you can reinvent yourself in 12 weeks. And if that sounds too good to be true, keep watching and guarantee you, I am proof that it works. About 5 months ago, I read the book, The 12-Week Year, and it was so extremely eye-opening to me. I started applying some of the methods taught in this book to my own life and started seeing incredible results. But I also started realizing that there was some holes in what the book taught, or at least it didn't work the way that my brain worked. And so I developed a system that I call the Reinvent Yourself in 12 Weeks challenge, and I'm going to tell you all about it here. Just by watching this video, you will be able to apply the methods of the Reinvent Yourself in 12 Weeks challenge just by taking notes. You can copy the things that I say, write them down in a notebook, create your own plan, create your own layout, or if you are the kind of woman who wants it all done for you, wants it delivered to you on a silver platter, I have created a Reinvent Yourself in 12 Weeks Notion template that you can grab in the link in the description. Let's define first why we're even talking about 12 weeks. Why should you focus your life in on 12-week periods? This is helpful for several reasons, but the most dominant reason is that it creates a sense of urgency in your life. The reason why 95% of New Year's Eve resolutions don't work out is because 12 months to do something is just too long. So operating out of 12-week cycles allows you to have a sense of urgency around your goal. It also gives you points of measuring that allow you to celebrate when you are either on track or you hit a goal, to celebrate something so much faster. Imagine celebrating every 12 weeks your accomplishments instead of just on December 31st each year. Having periods of 12 weeks also gives you a point of reevaluation and reflection. Like, am I going in the direction that I want? Are the things that I'm doing on a daily or weekly basis actually aligning with the reality that I'm working to create for myself? Lastly, looking at 12 weeks at a time of your life allows you to have a specific plan, a clear plan that you can be confident in. And having a plan helps you in 3 different ways. Having a plan, 1, reduces mistakes. Instead of just bulldozing ahead without taking time to sit and reflect on potential obstacles or frustrations that might come up along your journey, you have a minute, you have a time set aside at the top of every 12 weeks to put a plan in place. And I'm gonna give you some tips on what to incorporate in that plan. 2, having a plan saves you time because, again, instead of just bulldozing things, trying things trial and error, seeing what works out, you have time to sit and actually see what's working or not working. And then at the end of every 12 weeks or at the top of every 12 weeks, when you're evaluating and celebrating, you can see what can I do in the next 12 weeks that's actually gonna save me energy, time, and effort. And 3, having a plan provides freeing focus, like knowing with extreme confidence and clarity what you should be focusing on within a 12-week period because you have a plan is so freeing. You're not caught going around in circles. You're not walking through a fog of confusion. You have a plan. And sometimes people can associate plans with being constricting, but when you use this method, this template, this format to plan your life, you call all the shots. You decide what it is that you want to do. And all of a sudden you lift the fog and you alleviate the frustration that comes from just going in circles. If having more success, saving time, and feeling the freedom of having a clear, confident focus is something you're interested in, keep watching because I'm going to break down everything for you. Within the 12-week structure that I have implemented into my life, that I have seen extreme growth from, I have 3 distinct sections that I recommend you do. Step 1 is planning exercises, and I have 2 exercises that I'm going to give you. 1 is taking inventory of your life. Break down each area of your life. That could be finances, friends, romance, work, career, etc. Maybe hobby and play as well. And rate how you're feeling about it. And then determine, what do I desire for this area of my life? And what are some aligned action steps that I need to take to get to that desired result? The second exercise that I recommend you do to create a vision for your life is probably the most powerful one, and that is creating a 5-year vision. Imagine you are 5 years to the day in the future. What is your dream life 5 years from now? Get super specific about what you want. What are you around? What do you see? What do you feel? What is your life like? What is your work life? What is your health like? What is your family life like? What are your friend dynamics like? Get super, super specific and write it all down as if it's happening right now. This is so important because you can't know what to work on within the 12 weeks without knowing what you're working towards. And having that vision, making it as specific and as emotional as possible is what's going to carry you through anytime you have any obstacles, frustrations, or hardships over the 12-week journey. That emotional connection to the 5-year vision, that reminder of why you do what you do, is going to carry you forward. You know, I say all the time, you don't have to hustle and grind for your dreams. Just allow your vision for your future to carry you and call you forward, and it really, really will. The second area of the 12-week process I implement into my life is having a focus, 1 to 3 focuses within your 12 weeks. So these are things that you either want to grow in or accomplish within your 12-week period. And I'll give you some examples of what some of my focuses have been as I implement this and see success in my own life, and what some of my coaching clients' focuses have been when they go through this 12-week process. A focus can be something like wanting to accomplish a really big work project, wanting to prepare for a promotion, an interview, or wanting to prepare and study for some kind of exam. Another one is getting out of debt or a savings plan, improving your health, incorporating better self-care, healthier routines into your life. These are all examples of focuses. Whatever is big and overarching that you want to break down onto a weekly or daily level is a great focus. Now, determining a focus or 2 or 3 is where the planning part begins. You did your vision exercises, but a vision without a plan is just a pipe dream. Again, this is where we see those 3 benefits of having a plan, because creating a focus allows you to think in advance of the best approach to making your dream life a reality. Now, for each of your focuses, I want you to do 2 specific things. 1, create a shield for your focus. And all a shield is a rule that you don't break. And it's to protect whatever actions you need to take to focus on that focus and bring whatever you're trying to make your reality into the present. For example, maybe your focus is, I want to pour into my female friendships more. Maybe a shield is, I block out 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. to do something with a girlfriend, whether it's to go to happy hour, FaceTime a friend, grab coffee, like whatever. You block out 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. 2 times a week to spend time with a girlfriend. That is an example of a shield. And shields usually can be scheduling, like rules around scheduling, like I don't do anything else besides this during this time. Or it can be, if you have some kind of career or financial goal, maybe your focus is, I want to grow my public speaking revenue stream. A shield in this case is, I don't say yes to any free speaking gigs over the next 12 weeks. That would be an example of a shield that doesn't have to do with a calendar or scheduling. A shield is just a non-negotiable about your focus, to protect your focus, to shield it from all of the other directions that life is trying to pull you in. The second thing that I want you to do for each focus is an embodiment exercise. Embodiment exercises are so key to reinventing yourself in only 12 weeks. And embodiment just means that you are imagining who you want to be. You're imagining her, you're empathizing with her, you're stepping into not just what she does, but how she feels. Like imagine, so let's just say one of your focuses is to launch an online brand. Imagine that you have launched your online brand. It's live, people are seeing it online. You can see like the Google Analytics, people are clicking on your website, or your social media is getting a ton of followings. People are asking about your product. You're feeling so excited. Sit with that. Ask yourself, I have achieved this. How am I feeling right now? Are you a little bit nervous because you didn't anticipate this much success? Are you proud of yourself? Are you do you have so much joy bubbling up that you want to share it with others? Who is it that you want to go tell first? Is it a partner? Is it a family member? Is it a mentor? Really connect with that feeling. Imagine the feelings you'll feel when you get what you want. Now I want you to imagine, okay, you've gotten what you want, you've identified what feelings you're feeling. How do you carry yourself? How do you carry yourself now that you know you own a brand and it's live and people see it and people can shop it and it's available for people anytime. How do you feel knowing that you have shown the world what you've been working on in private for so long? How do you feel knowing that there's this part of you that's now being monetized and is actually going to contribute to your livelihood? Like, how do you walk into a room now? How do you carry yourself knowing that you feel accomplished and joyous and grateful and a little nervous, like maybe a little giddy? How, like, do you make eye contact with more people? Do you hold yourself up taller? Do you initiate more conversations? Do you try to offer support and help to other people who were once where you were at? So ask yourself, how do I feel now that I have this? And how do I carry myself? And here's the thing, start tapping into those feelings and carrying yourself that way right now. This is going to magnetize you to opportunities and people that are going to help you get to where you want to be before this 12-week period is up, or at least see immense growth, like a leap forward in where you want to go within this 12-week period. Now let's get to the promised third section. I call this the Your Week section because this is a 12-week challenge. It's called Reinvent Yourself in 12 Weeks. And so each week is so important. That's another reason why I love breaking things down into 12 weeks, because there are no mundane days. Like every day, every week is important when your year is over in only 12 weeks. Each day is so important. There's no mundane days. There's no lazy days. Obviously, if you're having hard days, take a day off, like 100%. This isn't about working harder. It's just about working more intentionally. We have the Your Week section, and I break down every week into 4 key areas. One is routines. A lot of people love joining my Reinvent Yourself in 12 Weeks challenge group accountability because they want some accountability in solidifying new routines that make them feel really good and powerful and accomplished. So I write down each week, like, what is my morning and evening routine that I want to do each day this week? And then I have an aligned actions tracker, and I write down, like, what is it that I want to do? Maybe every day. Like, maybe I don't have to do it every day, but I want to get kind of close. So some example of my aligned action items are check in with my private coaching clients on Voxer every day, post on social media, practice my Spanish, and go for a walk. Those are some examples of things that I want to do every single day. Here's an extra tip for you. Don't put stuff that you're already going to do on your aligned action steps tracker. Like, don't put brush your teeth on your tracker. Like, you know you're going to do it. Don't take up the space on your template, on, wherever, whether you're using my template or something that you've written on paper on your own. Don't take up the space of things that you know you're already going to do. Leave room for things that are actually going to help you reinvent yourself in 12 weeks. Next, I like to just decide my goals for this week because I have my focus. I know what my focus is going to be. What do I need to do this week that gets me closer to that focus? Maybe my focus is that I want to start taking some courses online. So maybe I want to do a module of an online course every single week. That would be an example of a goal for the week. And lastly, I have the section proof that it's working. Proof that it's working is a beautiful exercise that I love to do all the time, like for everything. And that is simply looking for the proof that what I'm doing day in and day out, even before I hit the goal, where is the proof that my work, what I'm doing, my efforts are working? I like to compare this to when you are driving in a car. Let's just say you're driving from LA to New York. You're in LA, you get in your car, and you are starting to drive across the country. When you start getting towards the Midwest, you might start seeing signs to head this way, to head to New York. You see signs that you are going in the right direction, that you're on the right path. Even before you're even there, even before you're close, you're gonna see signs like, keep going this way. You're going the right way. It's confirmation. It's reassuring. It's encouraging. And looking for proof that it's working are the little signs along the road, like, keep going. I know you're not there yet, but you're so close. I know you haven't felt like you won yet, like you succeeded yet, but you're going in the right direction. Just keep going. Some examples of proof that it's working is you get a compliment from someone on something you've been working on. You notice that, hey, 5 people DM'd me today asking me questions, or I had an inquiry come into my email that really aligns with basically what I want people to inquire me for. Maybe it's I saw my bank statement and I'm not at my goal, but I've still saved more money than I ever have before. Find just like things that you can be grateful for, proof that you are on the right path. This is so encouraging, especially for some things that take a long time to accomplish. You gotta have those little wins along the way to keep you going. Now, I have a little pro tip for you. If you really want to reinvent yourself in 12 weeks, do everything I just told you and find some accountability. Find a friend who wants to grow within 12 weeks with you. Have a mentor who's tracking your progress. Do something like that. Have accountability. I'll tell you why. When you tell someone, when you declare to someone what your goal is, what you're committing to, you increase your chances of success by 65%. 65. That's more than half. But if 65 gets you excited, listen to this. You can increase your chances of success by 95% just by having an accountability appointment on the calendar. Like when you know I'm gonna check in with so-and-so on this date, you increase your chances of success by 95%. I love those odds. I want to be told you have almost 100% chance of succeeding. That sounds amazing. So you can find a friend, find a mentor, find a peer, anyone who wants to do what you're doing with you, hold each other accountable. If you don't have that, I have created a Reinvent Yourself in 12 Weeks group accountability program where you can join a group of like-minded women. You receive my Reinvent Yourself in 12 Weeks Notion template. You receive my video experience that goes way further into depth into everything that we've talked about here today. And you get access to group calls where we share what we're committed to, give each other updates, encourage each other, and then you have access to me to ask any questions that you have along the way. And I'm really proud of this. I don't know how it works, but I'm really proud of it. But all of the women who come into my circle are so nice, so encouraging, so inspiring, so incredible. The highest caliber of women, which is I'm just so grateful for. The link to my Reinvent Yourself in 12 Weeks template is below. The link to learn more about group accountability is below, and the link to a one-on-one call with me. If you're not even sure, like, what should my focus be in 12 weeks, or what even are the aligned action steps to get from here to there, let's have a one-on-one call together so that you can clear all of that confusion up and leave our 1 hour call together feeling super confident in the direction that you should go. If you have any questions about anything I talked about here today, if you have some clarifying questions or want me to go more in depth about something, please leave a comment below, like and subscribe if you liked this video and want more videos like it. And of course, feel free to join me in any of the tiers of the Reinvent Yourself in 12 Weeks program if this is something that is pulling you forward right now. I am immensely grateful for this time with you, and I hope to see you soon in the comments on Instagram or in a coaching session soon. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll connect with you soon. Bye.
We could be everything.